Hello everyone, this is Dave from Dave's Recent Things. Now, can you tell by the smile on my face, I am truly excited for this video. I have watched Julie's Wreath Boutique for the longest time, and I have always looked up to her. She is just beyond words, like creative, entrepreneur, just a fantastically kind, generous person. I mean, I've been talking to her, she's fantastic. Love you, Julie. She reached out to me to do a little collaboration, and of course, I am not going to say no because I am fanboying right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous, but I'm super, super excited we are working together today. We're gonna bring you Halloween, but today with a little twist. Have you shopped around Michael's lately and have seen that section where it's all pink? So pink for Halloween is the big thing this year. So I was talking to Julie and I was like, why don't we try pink Halloween wreaths? Today, I'm joining forces with the amazing Julie from Julie's Wreath Boutiques. And don't forget, click the link right down below after you watch my video to watch her video and give her some love because I love her. I know you're going to love her. I'm going to zip it now. Why don't I just get started and I'll show you my pink Halloween wreath. For our base wreath, I'm going to be using the oval board from Unique in the Creek along with this 10-inch pink and black deco mesh, this pink and black 2.5-inch wired ribbon, and of course this matching skull wood sign. I'm going to be using cable ties and pipe cleaners today, and these cute little pink glittery lights that I found from the Dollar Tree, and my regular crafting utensils to create this project today. I'm going to start off cutting my deco mesh, and our magic number today is 16 inches. That is the cuts I'm going to be using for my deco mesh. This is 10-inch deco mesh, and it is 10 yards in length. I'm going to use one roll today, and I'm going to cut 20 pieces cut at that 16-inch length. So I'm just going to finish off cutting all of my cuts, gathering my deco mesh all together, and once I have that all done, I can hit my cuts for the ribbon. And the ribbon cuts today, I'm going to be cutting at 14 inches. So again, this is 2.5-inch wired ribbon. It fits along with our pink and black Halloween theme, and it's going to be 20 pieces cut at the 14-inch mark. Once I've cut all of my ribbon, I'm just going to finish the edges with a dovetail. If you haven't done a dovetail before, you just fold the ribbon in half with the good side facing out, and then you cut on an angle. And then there you see at the very end how that cut just transforms that ribbon and adds a little je ne sais quoi. And I'm going to finish cutting all of those 14 pieces of ribbon with the dovetail as well. Here is the wreath board that I'm working with today, and I'm going to have my cable ties to the side. You'll notice the two holes right at the top. Those are for the hanger, so they are located right at the top. So the top part is the one with the two holes, and I'm going to be starting on the two outer rows of holes. So I'm going to start right at the very top. I'm going to skip one. I'm going to add to the next, skip one, add to the next. So here I am. I'm just going to turn this around so you can see it a little bit easier. What I'm going to do is right at that top, again, where the two holes are, I am going to insert the cable tie through those two holes, and I'm not going to close it. So I'm going to skip one row, and then I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to feed that cable tie through the same two holes. So that's the outer hole, and the middle hole we're going to skip again, feed that cable tie through, and I'm going to repeat that same pattern all the way around that oval wreath board, adding in those beautiful cable ties that are going to work perfectly for us later. And there should be 10 of them in total when you're doing the outside. Here's a back view of how they are fed through as well. And once that's all done, we're ready to add our bundles. Per bundle, I'm going to be using one ribbon and one roll of deco mesh, one piece of deco mesh. I'm going to fold the ribbon right in half, find my center. I'm going to gather that ribbon all together. Once I have it gathered, I'm going to pull it together, creating a little V shape. And then I'm just going to pinch that end so it stays put. And of course, we can fluff it up just a little bit. And then I'm just going to put that off to the side while I create our ruffle with this beautiful black and pink deco mesh. I'm just going to fold the end over just a little bit, anchor my thumbs right at the center, and have my fingers walk all the way up, collecting and gathering that deco mesh into our hands. This is going to create our ruffle, and when you see it open, it looks like a big bow tie. And I love this pink color. So to add it to our cable tie, I'm just going to place the middle right in between those cable ties. I'm using my left hand to hold everything together. We're going to add that ribbon right in the center, and then we're going to attach and pull through that cable tie. For me, I don't pull it tight just yet. I pull it just a little bit tight so I can still move everything around. And then I'm just going to fluff up, and I'm going to bring all of that deco mesh and ribbon kind of facing the outside. That's where we want it to be, facing the outside and not the inside. Once that's done, I pull it tight, cut off the excess, give it another little fluff here and there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because we're adding a lot more on. You'll see in a moment. And then again, I just continue on adding that ribbon, folding it in half, and then completing our ruffle method with that deco mesh. Once I have that, I'm going to go right to the next open cable tie, place that deco mesh down, hold it, place the ribbon, and then I'm going to secure it on there, fluff it a little bit, and then I'm going to pull it really tight, make sure it's nice and secured, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. And then I just keep repeating the same process over and over with our ribbon and with our deco mesh, filling in all of those cable ties that we have open. And once it's all done, you can kind of see here what the first outer layer looks like already. Now it's time to work on the holes right in the center. We are going to do one in, one blank, one in as well, but I'm going to offset it. So we started right at the center with that first bundle. Now what I'm going to do, you can kind of see it right there. The top is where the two holes are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offset it. I'm going to start this second row, or the inner row, offset to the one we did at the very beginning. So we'll have, again, we're going to insert one cable tie. We're going to leave one hole blank, insert another cable tie, leave one hole blank, insert another cable tie, and so on and so forth. Again, you'll get 10 cable ties all together, creating that inner circle and filling in that inner circle as well. And I'm going to do the exact same method we did on the outside as the inner. It's going to be one ribbon, one piece of deco mesh. And of course, this is the ruffle method that we're using today. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but it is the ruffle method we're using. And we're going to go right into our open cable tie, add that deco mesh in there first, hold it all in place, add that ribbon, and then we're going to close that cable tie nice and softly. And then we're just going to fluff up that deco mesh and the ribbon, get it in place, and then you can cut off the excess. And here I am, I'm just going through that inner layer and I'm adding the deco mesh and the ribbon, just completing our wreath. And look at how gorgeous this turned out. I love how full it is. I love all the ribbon. I love the deco mesh. It just all goes together so well. So that is our base wreath, all ready to add our embellishments to it. Here is our little wooden skull sign. I'm just going to cut off the twine on there. I'm not going to hang it. I'm actually going to glue it to these pipe cleaners. Or sorry, I'm going to glue the pipe cleaners to the side using hot glue and 3 full-size pipe cleaners right at the back. I'm going to have 3 points of attachment for this, so it's not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to attach the lights all around the outside of that sign. And all I really did was I took some hot glue, glued the little bulbs right at the side, and then I added some electrical tape and glued on those battery packs right at the back, and here it is all lit up. In order to hang this, those 2 holes right at the top I was talking about earlier, we're just going to feed a cable tie through that. Don't close it fully, leave a little gap, a little loop, and that's how you can hang this beautiful wreath. So remember that top part for when you're hanging your sign. I will admit, the first time I attached the sign, I attached it upside down. So a little hint for you. To attach the sign, I'm just going to find an empty hole, and I'm going to feed the pipe cleaner through there, position my sign so it's nice and centered, and then I'm just going to twist those pipe cleaners together. And then for the 2 side ones, I'm going to find holes at the side that are empty, feed the pipe cleaners through there, and twist it nice and tight so we have a nice secure sign. And we're just going to move it around, and I'm going to pull out that deco mesh and ribbons that kind of fallen underneath the sign, make sure it's nice and centered, and I'm happy with that. Next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a bow. So I'm going to be cutting more of that 2.5 inch pink and black skull ribbon at 13 inches. So I'm going to cut 5 pieces at 13 inches, and then I'm going to cut 2 tails, and you can use any length you want for the tails. In total, I have 4 tails, so I used 2 extra long pieces. And to create our bow, we're just going to fold it in half, squish it at the end, hold it in my finger, and I'm going to do the same thing for all those 5 pieces that are the 13-inch lengths. That's going to create our bow portion. Once we have that all collected, I take that cable tie, wrap it right around all those pieces of ribbon, and I'm not going to pull it tight. I'm still going to add a little something to this so it's tight enough to hold it, but I can still add something to it. And what that something is pipe cleaners. And I'm going to make an extra long pipe cleaner just so I can get through all of that deco mesh and ribbon for the attachment. And I'm going to feed it right through that cable tie. And now I'm going to pull it tight. And then I'm going to add those long tails into those pipe cleaners. Just twist it around a couple of times, flatten it out, fluff up that bow, and now it's all ready for us to attach to the wreath base. And again, I'm finding an empty hole on that wreath board, feeding the pipe cleaners through, and then I'm going to pull it a little bit and then twist it nice and tight. Make sure that position is where I want it, and then we can cut the excess off at the back a little later on. And for this bow, I wanted a little bit something extra for the tail, so I'm going to crimp it. And I'm just going to use my fingers for that. All you do is you just place the ribbon in between your hands, and then you just kind of fold it together. And of course, this is the wired ribbon, so it folds beautifully. And it gives a really neat crimping effect. And I just love it with this ribbon. It adds just a little bit more. Instead of a ribbon just hanging there, it adds a little more interest to your wreath. And that's why I love doing the crimping. Once that's all done, of course, you know me, I'm going to fluff it up a little bit more. And here it is hanging on my door in my studio. Just absolutely love this pink Halloween wreath. And of course, here it is in all of its glory, shining bright with those beautiful pink glittery bulbs. Loved making this wreath, and I hope you loved watching me make it as well. Don't forget, click on the link right down below to Julie's Wreath Boutique's video and give her some love as well. Thank you so much for watching me today while I created this pink Halloween wreath with Julie from Julie's Wreath Boutiques. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new project. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.